So we are making a wrist strap for the boys' new compound bow, their Matthews hammer. And so Braden already made a spiraling 4-strand. And now Jace is putting a cobra stitch over top of that, because this is the part where the wrist will go, and it adds a little rigidity to it. And so when we do this, I'm helping him pull it tight because his hands are getting sore. So we take our black and we go over our main cord and leave ourselves a little loop. And then we take our secondary color and bring it over the black, under the main cord, and up through the loop. And then pull each side taut. And once we get done here, we will show you how we finish it off here once we're done. Once we get to our tape, that's our stopping point, so it's evenly distributed. Good job. I'm going to pull it nice and tight. So now we're going to take our scissors right here, and you're going to cut and leave about 1/8 of an inch or so. Now that's getting nice and melted. It's melted, then we take that and smush it flat. Ouch, that's hot. Now where we started on this back side here, we have this knob where we melted the 2 strands together, and feel that it sticks up. It's kind of uncomfortable. Wouldn't that be uncomfortable? So we're gonna take the lighter and we're gonna soften that up and get it hot again. Because this part's going to be touching our wrist some of the time. Then we push that down too. Now look at it, now it's nice and flat. Don't touch it yet, it's hot. Take our tape off here. And what we did on the ends is we actually took an old belt and we cut a piece off, and we drilled 7 holes in it. And this side you can see how it goes through. So we finished up the wrist strap for the boys. And we got one side on here already. And so what we're gonna do now is we need to find their stabilizer hole, which is right there. We already threaded one side on. So we're gonna put that on. Put our stabilizer through. And thread that in. And I made the mistake earlier of threading it through both sides of this, and then you can't put it on around the handle. So you got to do one side, put it on, bring this side over and around, and we'll have to adjust the length on this. And this actually sticks out quite a ways. Their risers are shaped a little different than my bow, so I'm glad I left it a little bit long for adjustment. I figured that would be more for when they're wearing a coat or something when they start hunting with it, but because of how this bow is shaped, we're going to have to loosen this up a little bit on this side to start with. So we pull it through our first hole, and we'll put it through the second, and then let's figure out where we need this before we set it. So this right now, you can't even get your wrist through there, so we got to loosen the setup quite a bit here. And how tight it is up to your discretion. I like it so it just kind of sits on the back of my hand when I'm holding it. Just like that. So if the bow does come out of my hand, doesn't go anywhere, it would catch it here. But so it's a little bit loose, but you can feel it when you move. So when the bow's drawn back, it kind of sits right against the hand like that. It helps stabilize it a little bit. But let's see how it fits on your hand, Jace. Put your hand up through there. That goes around your wrist. You got a little bit smaller hands than I do, so we're going to tighten it up just a little tiny bit. Not much, just a little. And we want a little bit more of this strap on this side, because this is the side that has your wrist.